It's been a long time since we've seen a crowd this electric. And once again, it took Barack Obama to remind America what real leadership sounds like. While Donald Trump is off throwing great Gatsby-themed parties for himself, Obama was in New Jersey, lighting up a packed room with a message that hit straight to the heart and the ballot box.
Her opponent, not so much. Mikey's opponent has now run for governor 3 times in a row. I mean, I believe in persistence, but at a certain point. So 3 times in a row. Other 2 times he lost. So this time his strategy is to suck up to the Republicans in Washington. So Donald Trump called Mikey's opponent 100% MAGA. Not a great endorsement. When he was asked to give the Trump administration a grade, Mikey's opponent said they deserved an A. Don't boo. I know there's been great inflation, but really, an A. This is the best we could do. These are the same folks who put secret war plans in a group chat. You don't think there's anything they could be doing better? No room for improvement? Jersey, we don't need a governor who puts party and ideology ahead of the people that elected that governor. You deserve a governor who's going to think for herself and work for you. A governor who will create jobs and not cut them. A governor who will lower costs and not raise them. A governor who will bring people together and not divide them. A governor who will do right for the people of New Jersey, no matter what anybody in Washington thinks. You deserve a governor like Mikey Cheryl.
Obama didn't mince words. He joked about the Republican candidate running for governor 3 times in a row and still not learning. He said, at some point, persistence becomes denial. And when asked to grade Trump's administration, that candidate gave him an A+. Obama laughed. You know there's great inflation, but an A+ for chaos and corruption? Crowd erupts. Because people aren't stupid. They see who's fighting for them and who's just polishing a gold doorknob for themselves.
Inspiration, because let's face it, our country and our politics are in a pretty dark place right now. So it is. It's hard to know where to start, because every day this White House offers up a fresh batch of lawlessness and carelessness and mean-spiritedness and just plain old craziness. We've got a president who thinks it's okay to use the Justice Department, just for example, to use the Justice Department to go after his political opponents. And wait. Here's a rule. You can't boo. You gotta vote. They won't hear you if you're booing, but they'll hear your vote. So you've got a president who replaces career prosecutors with loyalists who will do his bidding. And now he's telling them to hand over millions of taxpayer dollars that he had to pay in expenses for previously violating the law. We've got a commander-in-chief who has fired decorated military officers because he thinks they might be more loyal to the Constitution than they are to him. Now, don't move. He's deployed the National Guard in American cities and claimed to be stopping crime waves that don't actually exist. We got masked ICE agents pulling in unmarked vans and grabbing people off the streets, including U.S. citizens. Don't move. Vote. suspicion that they don't look like real Americans. We've got Health and Human Services Secretary who opposes proven science and then peddles quack medicine. We've got a top White House aide who calls Democrats, the whole Democratic Party, domestic extremists. And then we've got some poor labor economist who got fired for accurately reporting bad job numbers that Trump didn't like. It's like every day is Halloween. Except it's all tricks and no treats.
And that's what's different about this moment. Voters aren't looking for the loudest voice in the room anymore. They want a leader with a pulse for real people. While Trump throws a Gatsby party, Obama's out here talking about teachers, veterans, and single parents trying to stay afloat. That's why New Jersey's numbers look the way they do. And then there's Mikey Cheryl, former Navy pilot, prosecutor, and now the Democratic candidate for governor. While her opponent bows to Trump and calls him perfect, Cheryl says on day one she'll freeze utility hikes and declare a state of emergency on affordability. No studies, no 10-year committees, action. That's what leadership looks like.
So here's what I'll do. On day one, I'm declaring a state of emergency on utility hikes. I'll freeze those rate hikes to lower your family's bills. New Jersey, I am not playing. I am not writing a strongly worded letter. I am not starting up a working group. I'm not doing a 10-year study. I am declaring a state of emergency. So I'm fighting. I'm fighting for Chuck, a small business owner in Gloucester, getting crushed by tariffs. I'm fighting for Karina, a single mom here in Newark, who isn't sure if she can afford to stay and raise her son in New Jersey. I'm fighting for Bob, a lot of us. I'm fighting for Bob, a veteran, and Kate May, who's worried about his data privacy. I'm fighting for Regina in Trenton, who lost her son Trayvon to gun violence. And I'm fighting for Sequoia in Jersey City, who pays 70% of her income in rent and can't get ahead. That's why I'm going to work every day as your governor to make sure you can afford to stay right here in New Jersey.
Compare that to the Republican candidate, still clinging to Trump's shadow, handing out A-plus grades while Trump cuts jobs and kills infrastructure projects. Voters are done with vanity projects and political cosplay. They want governors who fix the bills, not throw balls.